The importance of understanding female nature is more critical today than any time in history. The average guy could have gotten away with a limited understanding of women in the past. However, that will no longer work with modern women. The dynamics between men and women have changed drastically in the last 50 years and have rapidly worsened in the last 15 years with the advent of social media. Today, women no longer need men, and they won't hesitate to let you know. I'm sure you've heard countless modern women parading, "I don't need a man," as though that's some sort of accomplishment. Maybe you've dismissed it as mindless political jargon used by your average woman toting her feminist ideology. However, this statement holds significantly more weight than your average guy understands. As author and host of the Fresh and Fit podcast, Myron Gaines says in his book, Why Women Deserve Less. Let me translate this from womanese to English so you may better understand. When modern women say, "I don't need a man," she's actually saying, "I don't need you," and subsequently, we need to rearrange how men and women deal with each other in society to reflect this change. I need you to recognize that I am no longer dependent on you, and both of our actions need to reflect this changing dynamic. This goes right over most men's heads as they continue to think with their little head. Most guys will gladly do the monkey dance and jump through hoops trying to please a woman, when she sees him as no more than just another option. No matter how successful this kind of guy becomes, he will never settle her hypergamy. If you need proof, just look at the guys who end up on the cover of Fortune. Financially speaking, these are some of the most successful men known to mankind. However, their lack of understanding of female nature always costs them the most. Billionaires don't lose the bulk of their money to competitors or innovations in technology. They lose their fortunes to their exes. Just look at Jeff Bezos of Amazon, who reportedly had to pay his ex-wife, Mackenzie, $38 billion when they split up. Now that is a costly lesson. Even worse, he still didn't learn his lesson, as we later saw his new girl gawking at Leonardo DiCaprio for attention. Bezos recently announced that he and his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, are engaged. I've done some research. Let's take a look at who the world's richest man is going to marry. To keep it simple for the purposes of this video, Lauren Sanchez is what I would call an apex predator. An apex predator is a woman at the top of her game. She is typically beautiful, socially savvy, very intentional, and goes for whatever she wants, and knows how to leverage her sexuality and feminine charm to get it. Another thing you need to understand about apex predators is their target is high-value men. These women know the art of manipulation. They know it would be suspect for them to directly approach high-value men, so they place themselves in close proximity to be pursued. When the guy gets her at the end, he thinks it's his game that won her over, when in reality, she was in control the whole time. What I'm about to show you is a masterclass in the art of manipulation, so pay attention and let's see how Sanchez played her way to the top. Sanchez got her start in the media as a helicopter traffic reporter in Orange County, California. She worked her way up to become a news anchor, where she then leveraged her position to meet NFL superstar in Chad, Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez's net worth is $20 million. Keep in mind as it will be relevant as we move on. She and Gonzalez had one kid together, and this completed phase 1 of her plan. She got a major boost in status and career from her associations with Tony Gonzalez. After a few years, Sanchez then set her eyes on Patrick Whitesell, a mega Hollywood agent. Whitesell and Sanchez tied the knot on August 20th, 2005 at a star-studded Santa Barbara wedding that was packed with many of Whitesell's biggest clients. It's reported that the wedding alone cost $2 million. Sanchez had 2 kids by Whitesell as she continued to climb the hypergamy ladder. She has now made her way into the Hollywood elites as her husband's net worth is estimated at $480 million. The pair were married for 14 years. However, it's apparent that she was the one running the relationship. This is highlighted by a story told by one of Sanchez's friends. During a shopping trip with girlfriends to a high-end department store, Neiman Marcus and Barney's in Beverly Hills, Sanchez reportedly took home a $12,000 shoe haul. She called him and asked, "Is that okay if I buy all these shoes?" He told her yes. Sanchez then confided in friends, "I have him wrapped around my finger. I can have anything I want." According to a friend, Sanchez is sweet, but she was always a climber. And climb she did. Fast forward a few years, the big spending TV anchor set her sights on Jeff Bezos after she and her husband befriended the billionaire and his wife. "Now that's the kind of man I need," she told her friends. Her friend was convinced she was referring to Bezos' wealth. Bezos and Sanchez began having an affair months before they were both separated from their partners. Patrick Whitesell said he didn't see it coming. He was completely shocked to learn that his wife Sanchez was having an affair with his friend Bezos. It is also rumored that Bezos and Whitesell were very close friends. Their families spent extensive time together and even vacationed together. So Bezos essentially snaked his friend and stole his wife. Once the affair was public, Bezos announced he was divorcing his wife of 25 years. Sanchez also announced her divorce. The couple have been dating ever since and have recently announced they are engaged. The kicker in all this is that Bezos reportedly proposed to Sanchez on his $500 million yacht. This yacht cost more than her ex-husband's entire net worth. If this is not an elite apex predator, I don't know what is. There's one more thing I find very curious about this whole situation. Remember Tony Gonzalez, Mr. GigaChad? Yes. Apparently, despite being separated for 20 years, Sanchez and Gonzalez have maintained a close friendship over all these years. Because, it didn't work out, but we're still good friends. Here's a picture of them on Bezos' $500 million yacht. Look at Sanchez, out here taking pictures looking thirsty for Tony. Right in front of Bezos. Call me insecure, but I'm definitely not allowing my girl to maintain a relationship with Mr. GigaChad over here, especially not when I stole said girl from her husband. Even more puzzling is that she finessed Bezos getting Gonzalez a job on Thursday Night Football, which is aired on Amazon Prime. It seems a bit suspicious if you ask me, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Comment, clapping cheeks if you think Tony's still hitting that. I'm also thinking about making this into a series. Comment Apex Predator if you'd like to see more breakdowns on Apex Predators.